Hey, what's up you guys? It's Lexi DIY and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to be doing an extreme guest room makeover, and this is the room that we started out with. We did in two other videos pull up the carpet in this room and laid new floors, and we laid new floors in basically the entire house. So I will link those here on the screen, and I'll also leave those videos in the description box below if you want to check them out. So we are starting in here with some fresh paint. I'm going around all of the trim and the edges with my favorite white paint, at least so far, and that is Polar Bear by Bear. It's a very cool white, and I really wanted it to be light and bright because this is a fairly small and kind of like odd shaped room. So we are going to brighten it up quite a bit. All my socials are here on the screen. Make sure to follow me on all my other socials if you happen to have them. And also definitely check out our Amazon lives because we are having a lot of fun over there, and it's definitely some exclusive content that I'm not putting anywhere else. So make sure to check that out. I'll also leave all those linked in the description below. But anyway, I'm also doing some edging on the ceiling because clearly we're gonna have to completely repaint this entire room. Also, if you see me talking like a crazy person, I was on TikTok live during this, so I promise I'm not just talking to myself. Dustin's reading me the comments and I am like answering questions and talking to people while I'm doing this, just so that you guys don't think I'm crazy. Anyway, I'm starting to go ahead and roll on my first coat of paint. Now, for some reason, these walls were like soaking in this paint so much. I ended up doing 2 coats, but I really probably should have done 3. And I didn't spray just because I really didn't want to like tape off all the windows and do all that. So because it is such a small room, I just chose to go ahead and roll it. And I also want to mention 2 things. One, so sorry there wasn't a video last week. We have been trying to get so much done because we're heading out to a wedding this weekend out of state. So I just needed to take a little break to get caught up on everything. And then also, thank you guys so much for 350,000 subscribers here on YouTube. I am so incredibly grateful to have reached such a milestone. I really couldn't do it without each and every single one of you. So thank you guys so much. I'm so excited. Definitely shed a tear or two when I saw that milestone reached. So thank you so much. I am painting the wood trim. I know you're either a huge fan of painting wood trim or you absolutely hate it, but the wood trim in here, it's just not my vibe. So I am painting it. I'm also using a very cool toned white. It's the color Frost by Bear. And anytime you're painting wood trim or wood paneling, you're definitely gonna want to go with a color that has a cooler undertone because the tannins in the wood will definitely try to seep through. Also, I would highly recommend using a primer. I usually use a shellac-based primer, but I was all out and I was on a time crunch, so I ended up just doing 3 coats of this paint and primer all in one. So I'll definitely let you know how it holds up versus all the other trim that I painted and was able to prime. But honestly, so far it's holding up good, and after 3 coats the tannins are not coming through, so we love to see that. I also always get a lot of questions if I sand my trim. I don't, but that's just me. Dustin helped me take off the door, and I do have big plans for all of the bedroom doors and the closet doors, but that's going to be a whole completely separate video, so definitely stay tuned for that. But I painted both the inside trim on the guest bedroom door and the outside trim as well, and you guys can see in these videos just how yellow the entryway is and how like very dimly lit it is, because this was in the middle of the night while I was painting this. So we're definitely gonna have to take care of the entryway soon because, yeah, I'm not gonna lie, it's looking pretty busted. Then it was time to bring the bed that I ordered in. I did get this off Amazon. I'm gonna go ahead and link the Amazon live below where I show the bed in just a little bit more detail. And so you can see it up close. It was fairly inexpensive, so we do love that, and it was really simple to put together. It maybe took me like 30 or 45 minutes, so definitely not bad at all. And the bed is fully upholstered and it does not require a box spring, which is great too. It's pretty low profile to the ground as well, and it comes in some other colors. I chose black because I needed something to stand out a little bit, but I kind of wish I would have chosen the white one that they have, because I know it would have been a lot of white, but I think it would have looked really good. Either way, I was trying to figure out how I was going to lay this room out, because like I said, it is fairly small, and I did decide to put a queen bed in here. So yeah, there was only really one position where the bed was going, and then we turned off all the electricity, and it was time to swap out all of the outlets and the switches. Now this is super inexpensive and it's actually really easy to do. Let me know if you guys want me to do a video on just like the basics of switching out, you know, like switches and these like little receptacles, because it is super easy and it's really affordable and it makes such a huge difference. While we had the electricity off, it was time to swap out this old light for a ceiling fan. Luckily, the mounting bracket could hold a ceiling fan, so we were all good to go there. I did need to obviously touch up the paint around there, which was fine because I had a few little spots that were showing through on the ceiling that I needed to touch up anyway. And installing a new ceiling fan or new light is actually a lot easier than you would think, just like, you know, switches and outlet receptacles. It's really just connecting like 2 or 3 wires and putting the new mounting bracket on and then attaching the blades. The first time you do it, it seems a lot and it seems overwhelming, but I promise you, you can definitely do it. And once you install your first one, every one after that will go so much more quickly. Again, let me know if you guys want a video on just how to install like a new light or ceiling fan and actually show like a little bit more slowly all of the ins and outs of it. We did also turn on the electricity, make sure that it worked and that the light was good to go before I put the blades on, and that was just so that if there was something wrong, I could more easily access it. But we did turn the electricity back off before we did all of that, and then it worked really well. Next, I brought in this rug that I actually got at Habitat for Humanity, and this is like a $250 rug. I got it for $40, but they do have it on Amazon, so I'm also gonna link that. It's in the same live where I show the bed, so just so that you guys can see it, but check your Habitat for Humanity if you're looking for a rug, because they had so many. And then I brought in our mattress from the garage, of course with Dustin's help. Really, he carried the whole thing. And then I put some new soft sheets and a nice white comforter on it. Now, I really like to, in guest bedrooms, layer up with a lot of blankets on the bed, because you never know, you just want everybody to feel comfortable, and maybe sometimes they want to be warmer. We keep our house really cold, so yeah. Anyway, now I'm just marking all of the places where I am going to put up my curtain rod brackets, and then I am just screwing them in with some drywall screws. Now luckily I do have some studs right here, but if you don't have studs, you might want to use some anchors, and I just always get my hooks to hang up my curtain rods and my curtain rods from IKEA, because it's definitely the most affordable place to get them, especially if you're going to go with a large rod that needs to cover multiple windows or just a really large space. Now, since I'm using the rod that goes all the way across, I put it up first and then I'm putting my curtains through. I did use little curtain rings from IKEA too, but these curtains are actually super affordable and they're from Walmart. I definitely should have steamed them, but like I said, I was on a time crunch, and I think they look really good though. Then I marked like a level line on the wall and I tapped in some picture hanging nails, and then I did hang up this piece of artwork. I actually am going to change this out because I think it was like a little just like off for the vibe that I was going with, especially once I put this quilt on. But like I said, I really like to layer guest beds. It's kind of how you get that like super hotel kind of like luxury look that you just want to like jump in the bed because it looks so comfy. And then I put my pillows on. Gotta have a lot of pillows. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I think you can't go wrong with, you know, just continuing to add many pillows. I also got these pillows at Walmart. Like I said, everything's gonna be linked down below, so if you're interested in any of it. And then I got this from Home Goods, so I'll see if I can find it online to link it, but threw that on the end and then swapped out the art. I actually made this art, so I absolutely love it. It used to be in the living room of the old Hot Mess house. This is the Hot Mess Lake house. Anyway, put these side tables from my living room because I got some new ones for in there, and then I put these plants on, and here are the before and afters.